breaking developments vis-a-vis the Karur Stampede tragedy. The Karur tragedy autopsy reveals shocking information. News9 has accessed some of those details. Now, the deceased, they died due to the inability to breathe for the last 2 to 3 minutes is what we're learning. At least 25 people died due to the inability to breathe. More than 10 people died due to having broken ribs and damaged internal organs. Gruesome details that are now coming out. And most deaths essentially occurred in one place due to the inability to breathe for more than 2 minutes. This is why the autopsy reveals that the cause of death was on the way to the hospital. The autopsy report is with us now. We have some exclusive details. Autopsy confirms suffocation as the major cause for deaths. At least 25 people died due to the inability to breathe in the last moments. At least 2 to 3 minutes is where there was proper suffocation. And what we're also learning is that there is no scientific data as of now, but loose eyewitness accounts do tell us that in 1 square meter, which is actually right for 2 to 3 people, at max 6 to 7 people were standing, and that's the amount of congestion, the amount of crowd crush that we saw here, a stampede tragedy that left over 40 people dead. My colleague Thoya Jakshi joins us live on the broadcast here. Thoya, what are the most salient, the most key features of this autopsy report? Help the viewers here.
Well, yes, Kabir, like we are revealing the tragedy that has revealed this shocking information about the Autopsy report, which has been, saying that the Karur Stampede victims who have lost their life, due to inability to breathe for at least 2 to 3 minutes, that 25 people have died due to the inability to breathe, and more than 10 people died despite having broken ribs and damaged internal organs. Most deaths occurred in one place due to the inability to breathe more than 2-3 minutes. This is why the autopsy reveals that the cause of the death, almost 25 plus 10, that is 35 victims who died due to the inability to breathe and broken ribs and damage of internal organs, and they were taken dead to the hospital, Kabir.
And how does this autopsy now help the probing authorities? I'm sure this is going to be a very major piece of information come Friday when the Madurai bench is going to take this matter up for hearing, isn't it?
Of course, this is going to be a big development in the investigation as well, because autopsy report, which plays a major role for the investigation, let it be any matter. So now this is also, this will also be considered for one of the as the investigation, because as per the Madurai bench, they are going to discuss about this as well, Kabir.
K. Annamalai has been mounting the charge against the DMK. And mind you, Thoya, the elections right around the corner, next year, 2026 Assembly elections. This has certainly hurt all the work that TVK has been doing over the past several months. It has taken a major damage. But how does this now affect the DMK government? Because there's going to be a lot of pressure on MK's talent dispensation.
Well, of course, not only Annamalai, there are several leaders, opposition leaders who are blaming, actually the blame game, has been started right now in the state of Tamil Nadu's politics, where you also rightly mentioned that the elections are around the corner and ahead of 2026, where now that this is also going to affect DMK as well, because there are politicians, there are opposition leaders who are blaming, that DMK is one of the mastermind behind this incident, where we also see that today the TVK's side, election in charge Adav Arjun, has also filed a petition at the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, where he's seeking the CBI inquiry into this matter, because he also clearly has slammed the DMK's ex-minister Sendil Balaji, stating that he is the mastermind behind this horrific incident, Kabir.
All right, the autopsy report is now with us. Suffocation and trauma has led to the high fatality figures. The autopsy also confirms suffocation to be the major cause. For the last 2-3 minutes of all those victims, they could not breathe at all. There was lack of oxygen through and through. Over 10 people died due to broken ribs and internal injuries, gruesome details that are now coming out. And needless to say, politics that is shaping up around this. But for now, the entire focus is shifting towards healing, towards accountability, and come Friday, it's going to talk about justice.